Hey everybody, welcome to You Glow Goddess. I'm Zentia. I'm here with the Divine Feminine Check-In. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Also, what comes out here, if it resonates with you, that's super awesome. If it doesn't, leave it at the wayside. So let's get started. I pre-pulled for you guys and I got Goddess of Awakening. This is a wondrous time of exploration, romance, and creativity. Beautiful ladies. Turn this down a bit. We also got Adrift, letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. And I also got Freedom, independence, self-determination. And I spread joy. So this card really stuck out to me here. And I want to share an excerpt from the book. Looking to joy as a practice in living fluently in the idealized language of light is an embodiment of ecstasy, rapture realized, and reveled within a rapport that refreshes. Becoming fluent in the language of spreading joy is an exercise in belief and a study in movement. Dance and movement are an effective way to find communion with the divine in an awakened dream state. It has been a tool that's been connecting altered states of consciousness for over 40,000 years. In ancient Egypt, they held dances both at funerals and festivities, and they were in high esteem. Native Americans of varying tribes danced not only for amusement, but also for ceremonies to honor and heal, to offer prayers of gratitude for victory, and to unite the community. When viewing your body as a great piece of work, as the structured communication of cosmic elation, you become a host of happiness, spreading lightheartedness with your own magnetic momentum. Live in peace and extend the information of an idealized existence to the lives you touch and the joy you allow to go viral through your own embodied expression of infinitely ever ceasing. Ever ceasing, sorry. So that was beautiful. So that brings to the point, with so many things going on, staying in your joy. Taking joy also in the things that you do. If you do everything knowing that regardless of what it is, you are there most of the time as a willing participant. Find the joy in those moments or find the lesson. And to me, getting the lesson is joy because I've learned something that will better my life. So let's take a look at these cards here and let's draw a little more and see what we have, ladies. Okay, so adrift, letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. Just gonna pull some of these angel cards here. Clarify that's it. Just want to clear the energy a bit here. Cleared it earlier, but I'm going to clear it one more time here. Okay. Spirit, please clear out all the energies that do not belong at my table. Let only the truth come through. Let the veil be lifted and bless this reading so that all who need it may find it and apply it to their lives accordingly. let's continue here and see what we have. I'm going to pull here on the Goddess of Awakening. Pull on freedom, and I spread joy. Oh, sorry, guys. All right. And pull a little tarot for clarification here. Actually, I'm going to use this deck because this is like my woman's deck. Call it like I love this deck. Mystic Mondays. All right, so let's see what we've got here. Ooh. All right. Clarify these cards for me, please, Spirit. And one more. We are going to do the angel cards. All right, I think we're good. So let's see what we have, guys. Well, ladies. All right. So for Adrift, we have Goddess of Nature. You reap what you sow. Your dream is coming to fruition. Who doesn't want to hear that ever, Divine Feminines? It's not I, right? So this says, your dreams are coming to fruition. What I notice here is the star, rising star. See, it's rising up towards this new moon. We have a new moon coming, and I say it's a new moon because the moon's kind of blacked out, and you see the halo of the moon that also has a star in it. So you see the star going from here, rising up above her head with the color of gold. Golden opportunities mixed with indigo and aqua for communications. So this is clear communication with source and alignment of the self. See how all the chakras are aligned straight down the middle. So you can afford to let spirit take control for a second, let things take form, because your dreams are already here. Next we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Ta-da! So this is saying that give over to a different source, and maybe that source or force is the force, or not the force, the source of love. It's saying that you've sowed a lot of love, so now it's time for you to reap it. And if that's your dream, which I'm sure it is, which is why you're here on a love reading, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Surprise, Divine Feminines! You're not being a chaser in this stage because you've grown spiritually at this point and you know what you want and you're very clear. So Sometimes we've both got to put in the work. I know for me, I'm very much so handed over to the divine. I'll get the signs and then I can move. But lately I've learned that a part of being in my divine feminine energy is my masculine energy, being not assertive or aggressive, but being in balance. So when it is, I feel comfortable taking a step forward or making the gesture of love versus waiting for it. I'm very traditional in the sense of, a guy should come get me, I'm not going to go get him. So I'm now learning the balance. If you want a Two of Cups and equal partnership, you've got to give and receive, and the same goes for your partner. That's the equal balance. We have the Seven of Cups. This feels like options. Make the romantic gesture, express your love. These don't feel like bad options. Maybe some. Keep your eyes open. There's love here. A rose, a crystallized heart. You've got all types of things in your cups, Divine Feminine, when it comes to expressing your love. Be mindful, right? You want to be mindful. You're Divine Feminine, so discernment is what's important there. As offers come in, you want to practice discernment. So here we are letting love take over for a while. Don't get crazy, but open those hearts up, ladies. Let them bloom a bit, okay? We've been working super hard, Divine Femmes. Deserve a little love, a little relaxation, a treat, if you will. So let's see here what we have for Goddess of Awakening. This is a wondrous time of exploration, romance, and creativity. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Okay. So one of your options is a soulmate, a twin, divine counterpart. And with this soulmate here, this is a time of exploration, romance, and creativity. And for me, like, who doesn't want to create things of your own? When things come out of the soul, you're creating it. Every moment is yours to create. It's your memory to make. And romance. We all could use romance. I mean, honestly, this has been a wild year. So I think that's a great card. But it's even more so important because this is a person that you have a soul contract with. So in doing this, you're exploring with a soul contract, and that can feel pretty amazing. That's why you're here, to find your soulmate. For the people who have made it here, I believe your soulmate is around you. Even if you don't notice who they are there. So let's see what we have here. A King of Cups. Oh my gosh, Divine Feminine. You have your soulmate who's a King of Cups. You have a soulmate who's overflowing with love for you. That's awesome. So you have a soulmate that's overflowing with love for you, and it's the angels or the goddess is saying this is a time to explore with this King of Cups. This is a time for romance to blossom. Open your heart, as I was saying before. Give over to the divine. Let them carry anything, fears that are standing in your way of this connection with this soulmate. This is something really beautiful. So let's see the other angel card here. Goddess of Compassion. Self-criticism is diminishing your sense of self-worth. Okay, so the crown is heavy, as I always say. And no matter how awesome you are, there'll always be moments where you're going to criticize yourself, depending on your state of consciousness. Compassion is a divine feminine specialty. It's our jam. So we should be learning to embody this within ourselves at this time. Anyway, don't criticize yourself. You are perfect exactly the way that you are. If you were meant to be another way, you would be. Take in all that you are. Do a little challenge. Stand in the mirror for 3 minutes every day and say something kind to yourself. Put a reminder on your phone with a compliment to yourself. 7 days a week, give yourself a different compliment. On Sundays, you can set 7 more compliments, and they can come to your phone all day to remind you how amazing you are. When you get into this place of not feeling good enough, it's counterproductive to where you want to go in love. You're more than enough. You're not good enough. You're more than enough. And I know that relationships sometimes can drain that out of you. So you forget that. You don't remember. You get all entangled inside of these contracts, and you don't know how to get yourself back, how to find that self-love. Well, on this journey with me, we are going to ace one golden, that self-love inside of yourself, because once you fill your cup, it can never be emptied again, and everything else from there will flow. You are good enough for this King of Cups. I feel doubt there. Maybe a twin flame because I see the sun and the moon on each side here. That infamous blue and gold. And we also have these stars here. Remember, in this card over here, we see the star going upwards. And over here, you see more stars. You also see spirals. Spirals are back. So I believe this card is accompanying this. Your dreams are coming in. You worked on these. You planted those seeds, and you fed your garden. You watered the lawn. You're more than good enough. You've always been more than good enough. You're more than good enough right now. And you'll never stop being more than good enough. I don't care what anyone says. From this day, if you feel like no one feels that you're good enough, look inside yourself and remember that I think that you're good enough. And as I am an expression of this beautiful universe connected to all, that simultaneously leaves you knowing that you're good enough too. Right? Let's see what other card we have here. Oh, we already did it. King of Cups. This is awesome. Sorry. All right. Let's go over here and let's take a look at freedom. So with freedom, playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Teenagers in love, right? So you know that love is really innocent, it's new, it's wondrous. It's a great time, and this is paired along with freedom. So right now, waiting on your masculine, you are honing in on balancing, working hard, and being independent. But look at her. She looks like she likes to have some fun, right? Color of red, the color of the root chakra, the color of the solar plexus has to do with your sex drive and your confidence. And yellow, your willpower, your life source. So you've got that, and play, flirt, have fun, play Scrabble, do laser tag inside of your house, set up a miniature golf course, build a pillow fort. I'm a pillow fort type of girl myself. But anything that is fun for you and this soulmate here, or yeah, it says romantic, for you and this soulmate, or one of the other options here to take a hold in, right? Let's see what we've got from the angel. The goddess of psychic protection. What you believe, you create. No one can harm you. So in having this fun and being lighthearted, that's telling you about your fears. And you may not want to be playful because of past events or past relationships, or maybe the experiences with this, the person here, your person. But what you believe, you create. Thoughts become things, and that's a universal law that will never go away. So create what you want to see. Don't talk about what you don't want anymore. Only let come out of your mouth what you want to happen. For an example, you could say like, I hate guys that do that. I don't want to date a guy that is always on his video games. Instead say, I want to date a guy that's really attentive, and maybe video games he plays them, but that's not really his main focus. Make it come out like that from the beginning of the video. Let it come out, beautiful, and then it will come back to you that same way. Energy is a boomerang. It always returns to the sender. So make sure you're sending out those beautiful vibes of playfulness, lightness. No, it's okay to have fun. It's okay. Okay in here, okay in here. Have the fun. You don't have to be super careful all the time, Divine Feminine. With discernment, you're allowed to have fun because you can discern when it's time to exit a situation or when it's time to stay and be your fun, awesome self, right? Let's see what else we have here. Knight of Swords. So this is someone rushing in. I think what we're rushing in to cut out here, what I feel is fear. You've got the green, which is for your heart chakra, and you've got communications. And this is also indigo, which is spiritual communication, psychic protection. You see the colors kind of match up in these cards. So I feel like in the back of here, we have the purple. In the back of here, we have the lighter blue, which is like the throat chakra. Over here, we've got the throat chakra and the heart. And swords are about communication. So I think there's a fear here in communications, and that you should keep your communications a bit light, not so sharp. You see how he's touching the blade there? Really taking a look at it. Watch your words. Be steady. Make them impeccable. Make them beautiful. You can assert your point without bringing someone down, and that's what's important here. And if you speak from your heart, from a place of compassion, goddess of compassion, right? If you speak from a place of compassion, then you will be able to create what it is you actually want to see versus what you are fearing. All right, so the last card here we have is I Spread Joy. I love that art. So let's see what the angels have. Oh, wait. First, yes. See what the angels have to say here. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Look at that. Beautiful. She has support there. As you can see, she looks like she's in love. Her friends are tending to her hair. And some spirit babies around, too. I always pay attention to spirit babies. Yeah. She's really happy there. She's just like that type of love. Like she's exhaling. She's wearing white for new beginnings and divine connection here. Her friend here has on purple and gold, the higher spiritual colors they are. So this might be some woman that you have that's close to you that is either spiritually gifted or really connected to the divine and can really help you. And you see she's tending to your head, putting white flowers on your head and with a little pink, and that's also inside of your heart chakra. So she's dressing you with newness, new ideas, good ones. I don't know. Maybe your friend's pregnant or trying to get pregnant. That baby has like a crystal ball in its hand. It said she was spiritually gifted. Okay. So let's see here. Next we have Goddess of Sacred Power. You are being encouraged to take a leading role in your current situation. Purple and gold again. See this? Purple and gold, purple and gold, purple and gold on that friend, purple and gold on this goddess here. So you're being encouraged to take a leading role in here. And I noticed that your other card is, go ahead and make a romantic gesture, right? So this one crosses over to say, be active. Remember, I was talking about being passive and being active when it comes to your romantic life. Yes, you get signs from the divine, but get those signs and take action when it's necessary. Your heart does speak to you. Now, I know we don't always want to let the heart completely go crazy, but the heart is always telling us something. It does not lie. Now, there may be things going on in your heart that you may not interpret correctly all the time, but it does not lie. It is your heart. That energy is the strongest vibration that comes out of your system. Pay attention to what your heart is saying. If you feel like you don't want to completely follow your heart, okay, sit for a moment with whatever you're feeling in your heart. Just sit with it. Don't rationalize it. Just sit with it. See how you feel. Understand it. And either let it go or apply it. But you are being asked to take a leading role. You've got a soulmate here who's overflowing with love for you, who you should be having fun with and making romantic gestures and letting love come in. You've got things coming into fruition, romance here, protection, playfulness. I mean, this sounds like an amazing thing. The last card here is death. So I'm not getting actually like the ending of something. With this death card, I'm getting letting things go so that you can bring things back to life. Because I see the polarization here with the death card and the I spread joy. It's like two opposites, some sad and happy. And the colors are matching up here. So in the back of his eyes is that indigo color. And out of the mouth is the indigo color. So pouring out here is divine sight. What you're seeing is pouring out is the truth. And it's coming from your light family. What I would call your light family. Spirit guides, angels. Out of the darkness, though, out of this death, you rise. So you go from your death, where you were, to rising. You ask your friends for help when you feel like you get to a place of sadness about where things ended. Out of this death came joy. I know for me personally, there were some things that happened this year that in my mind I didn't see coming, didn't think were going to happen. But there's also a lot of good that came from the things that died. My life has changed in the most beautiful way. And ultimately, that's what this journey is about, ladies. Being a divine feminine is an amazing thing. And the transformation process, again, the crown is heavy. It can get hard. You can get sad, confused, and want to give up. But however you take this journey, take it for yourself. And everything else will fall into place. I promise. You will end up exactly where you are meant to be. It doesn't happen any other way. Whether you're getting a lesson and you get rerouted, or you end up in divine union with your twin, or a sacred union with a divine counterpart, you will end up where you need to be. Float. Go with the flow. See these emotions? And we were just talking about letting the heart take control. You see the water is clear, but you have red there, a little reddish orange, your root chakra, survival, your security, and how you're feeling about yourself, your confidence here. Let it go. Let the sun come up. See how the sun's coming up in the back there? And if you can see in this card, the sun is coming up as well. So I want to take a second to look at some forgiveness cards for you. I'm going to put those forgiveness cards. Okay, well. Oh, here they are. Okay, so forgiveness cards for you ladies. So I pulled a masculine card for balance of the masculine and feminine energies within yourself. So the card I got here, hold on, let me shuffle and get you one of these cards here. So we're going to give forgiveness to our feminine side and our masculine side today. So for your feminine side, I forgive myself for thinking that love shared with another translates to less love available to me. It's a good one. I choose to believe that love is an unending source, and I allow myself to be moved to the places where love flows the most abundantly. That's such a beautiful message. When you're giving love to someone else, think of it like a bank account that never goes empty if your cup is full. As we talk about self love, when you're loving yourself fully and truly, when you give love to someone else, it doesn't deplete you because you'll set up the healthy boundaries. You'll be in a place where there's equal give and take because that is the full energy, and not just the energy of your physical body. It has to be the energy of mind, body, and spirit, because you can act like everything is okay, but we are creatures that operate off of our subconscious mind. We don't say, hey, let me breathe real quick, let me blink. We blink and breathe every day. That is our habit. We are habitual creatures. So when your subconscious mind is in a place of patterns that you need to learn and you're seeing them over and over and over, you begin to think, man, you get tired of giving all that love and not receiving it back, the imbalance. So to balance out, this is saying it doesn't matter how much love I'm giving to someone. I know that that does not deplete my love for myself. You can stand up for yourself. That is an act of self-love. You could stand down. That's also an act of self-love. And we're going to, again, figure this out, guys, right? This also says you allow yourself to be moved to the places where love flows the most abundantly. That's an important message. You know where love is and where it isn't. We could sit in denial about it. We could try to fix it and adjust it. And this is especially true within the self. You know which thoughts that come out of your mind that are not loving, what words that come out of your mouth that aren't loving. Those are the things that this is speaking of. This is self love here. You want to move your consciousness to a place where you're letting love flow abundantly, because when you do, love can only come back to you the same way, abundant. So let's see here. This is your masculine forgiveness. I forgive myself for fearing the power of my own love and passion. I choose to believe that my love holds a unique energetic signature that this world craves, and by focusing on and knowing myself more, I strengthen its divine expression. So again, this goes along with taking a little lead here, not a little lead, taking a lead here in your situation. You might fear your passion and your love. It's deep. You know, if this person is your soulmate, so love and passion that you're feeling with this person is gonna be deep. It's gonna be strong, and you may, in your femininity, want to sit back a little. It may scare you. It's, you know, soulmate connections can be very scary, very powerful. So understand that your love, your passion is unique only to you. No one can sign your love to anyone else. No one can provide your love to anyone on this planet except for you. They can mimic it, they can make a book about it, a movie, write a song. They can dress like it, walk like it, talk like it. You know those karmics I'm talking about, divine feminines. But your signature is yours alone. Yours alone. And even for the karmics, their signature is theirs alone. And no one will ever be able to sign any of our signatures energetically but our own, period. And there's power in that. There's love in that. And this is a world that needs more love, and especially divine feminine loves. That's why we're here. We are here to uphold the beauty. We are here to uphold the nurturing and heal. And when we heal ourselves, we heal the next person and we heal Gaia. All right, so I'm going to pull a rune here because today my rune said, hey, you haven't picked this up in the longest time ever. It's like, true. Let's see what we have here. So, this is the warrior rune, Urus. So here with this rune, this is again calling on some of that masculine energy of taking control. This is the rune, I believe, that as where you have Feiyu as the young lovers, you have Urus as the young warriors. So as you are asserting in this love, know that you're fighting for something that you want. Here we have, sorry, where'd that card go? Oh no. The card with your dreams coming to fruition, right? Here it is. So as that happens, you may have to fight sometimes. And I don't mean go out there and throw hands. No. What I'm talking about is the fight within yourself, the fight for yourself with yourself. Not to fight against your higher self, but to be in flow with your higher self. Not to fight against the current, to be in flow with the waves. Be wavy, if you will. So, in closing, ladies, let's get one more card for you. Let's see what the universe has to say. I choose to learn through love. Wow. So this is what I love here, Divine Feminines. I know we've been working hard on our careers and, kind of just staying to ourselves because, we've got things to do. We're Divine Feminines. We have a job to do here, right? But this is saying learn through love. It's time to surrender, ladies, to yourself, your higher self. Surrender to the divine. When things are coming in, let them come in. And let it teach you. Every lesson that you have, or every experience that you have in love is a lesson. It's teaching you something. Extract those messages. Extract those lessons. It's the most beautiful lesson that you can have, honestly. So, in closing, ladies, thank you for coming. And I will see you next week. I also wanted to go over a little bit what I'll be covering here on You Glow Goddess over the next month. I'll be going over the universal laws. Everyone knows about the law of attraction, but there are actually 12 laws. So I will be going over the first one in the next 30 days. I will also be beginning a series on your 4 types of sex drives and your sacred cycles. I will go start the first sex drive this month and the first portion of explaining the sacred cycles this month. I'll also be debuting my podcast of Goddess Life, so you can look out for that this month. And I also just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I have no, I think that's it. If there's anything else, I'll come back and remind you. I'll be opening up my Discord community to the public so that we can come and chat about our lives here as Divine Feminines, as whether you're in union, whether you're in separation, looking for a reconciliation, or you just want to chat. There's so many different situations that come up in this journey. I just want a place for us all to be able to connect. I also will be having goodies from Nice, Naughty, and Beyond. And that is a special treat that will be for my subscribers to my Patreon. I'll tell you more about that this month. So, thank you for coming, ladies. Bye. Love, peace, and pineapples.